I urge you to watch the program of Crime Fighters, the police and you. I bet you have a lot to learn.
Crime Fighters, the police and you. The #1 security program on television.
Okay, so as we are approaching the Christmas season, are you now assuring commuters that Ojota bus stop is free, of crime? Especially attack of hoodlums.
Since the luxurious motor park was relocated from Ojota, we've had relative peace in terms of bus stops or motor parks in the area. The luxurious park was very notorious because, it was a target of sophisticated robbers because of the volume of goods and money that are moved from that particular location. It attracted a lot of sophistication from big-time robbers. Right now that they are not there anymore, the attraction we receive are from some of these petty miscreants and robbers. But the Road Safety Commission has already dropped in a proposal on safety. But as we're talking about safety, they hinge on security too, which I have taken that hint, and I'm sure it's going to be part of the agenda for the next meeting within myself and the security chiefs.
So what you're saying in essence is that there is measure to ensure the safety of
yes, we are going to take, we have already done it at peak periods like this, at Yuletide periods. We expected it, we imagined it, we anticipated that it could be that there will be an upsurge in crime wave in our area, and we are addressing that issue in the next meeting, which will come up in a couple of days, so that we can forestall what we have imagined.
So let's come back now to the issue of the police in your area, which you were almost highlighting before. What is your relationship with the police in your local government, the police hierarchy?
Yeah, that's why I said I was so much in a hurry to quickly correct any misinterpretation that could be attributed to what I was saying before. We enjoy a very cordial, smooth, peaceful, and very, very encouraging relationship with the police in our area. From the area commander area H to the DP of K2, DP of Isheri, DP of Pedro, and DP of Alapere. The relationship is very fantastic. They're always there to listen to me, even at other hours in the night. We too try our best to assist in areas where we know that they are lacking, and maybe just to contribute our own quota, because we can't just throw everything into the doors of the police affairs ministry. Because at times there are some urgent needs that may assist the police to assist our citizenry in our locality, and we take cognizance of that, and we support them as much as possible. And at the same time, we get more support from the police than what we do, because we get a lot of support from them. They deny themselves of a lot of things most of the time, and see to it that they assist us. I thank God now that there are now vehicles in the fleet of the police. Before, when there was no vehicle for Alakpere police station, we were able to provide a vehicle. Along the line, some other times we were able to provide walkie-talkies, some of these communication gadgets. But I've observed that we have less of such requests of the police now, because they are better equipped than before now. I can observe it, and we have less of such requests now from them. When we used to have it, we used to do it. Right now that we're not having it, we are still thinking of other areas where we can channel those former support to, so that we can continue to maintain the good relationship. And I have been very lucky so far. Most of the officers posted to this area have been very dedicated, and they have been very loyal, and they have always had the security of this area topmost on their hearts. The top hierarchy that I've interacted with, all those DPOs I've mentioned, and the area commander himself, they even use unorthodox means to maintain peace. Yesterday I was at my 12 market to launch a magazine, by the Arewa community there. You saw the police chiefs there, saw the state services people there. Everybody is trying to, these are unorthodox means of getting the confidence of the people, and so making them know that we are part of them, they are part of us, and like that they are free to mention issues to you that can assist you in doing your job. These are the areas which I've seen that the police are using, which I think is that they're very good avenues to achieve the ultimate purpose. And I thank them very much, and I want to assure them that we are always there for them, to assist them, support them, and I wish they continue in that light.
The police works hard to ensure a peaceful society for all. Cooperate with us to serve you better. Stay tuned to Crime Fighters weekly on this channel.
So, and now the neighborhood watch in your area, have they been in good working relationship with the police?
Definitely. You cannot see the police in our area complain of excesses from neighborhood watch. Well, at the beginning, that was the problem of how are we going to do it? How are we going to, integrate them into a working relationship with the police so that there is no overlapping or there's no, excess from our neighborhood watchers, so that they don't arrogate to themselves powers of arrest, powers of, investigation and all that. So I can happily say now that the police in our area are convinced that I have a disciplined and very organized neighborhood watch. There was the case of an excess the other time when somebody was alleged to have gone out of his way to kill somebody, but that was an excess which he was responsible for, and the police knew that he didn't get any support from us and he didn't get any authority from us. And by and large, we have always involved the police in orientating the neighborhood watch. When we are recruiting them, because we, at the institution of our own government, we had to disband and reorganize. In the process of the organization, we made them to have interviews with a panel consisting of the police and the state services. And those people that were shortlisted for interview were actually put in, because we have time work, no longer a voluntary work like it used to be. Before then, it used to be pay party sums like 1,000 naira just for a voluntary work. Right now, it's a full-time work. What you get in a month in a neighborhood watch is enough for an average Nigerian worker. Okay. So that's what we are doing now. So it's not something that we just took like one of those things anymore. We have around 163 of them. So it costs us a lot of money to maintain them monthly. So if you can, put that kind of money there, we didn't want it to just be like a waste, like any other thing, like any government work that you just take without doing. So people now make sure that they perform their functions as neighborhood watchers. And we have our neighborhood watch net. We provide some walkie-talkies for our neighborhood watchers, which we could not link them with the police net. But what we actually did was to provide one set for the area commander. Okay. So when the neighborhood watch have any problem, they call the area commander on the net already given to him that links them up, since they cannot be linked to the police net. So he now uses his own police net to give them support.
That shows a very high level of
that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing.
And it's an innovation in area of communication.
Yes, since we could not link them to the police net, we had to devise another means, and it's working very well. Yeah. It's working very well.
So I can deduce from your comments that you quite appreciate the fact that the job of policing the modern society is very enormous.
Very, very.
What is your vision for the police?
Well, my vision for the police is that I'm so happy, really. I must say I'm happy that the police is improving by the day. The police it seems to have woken up to the reality of democracy. And democracy, every sector is competitive. Everybody wants to outdo each other to prove to the citizenry that you are not just wasting taxpayers' money and they are not just there for the fun of being there. Every sector, be it engineering, be it construction, be it roads, be it health, be it anywhere, everybody is now trying to justify the rating why he or she is put in a place of authority or influence in government. So the police too have not been let out. That's it. But they don't have to really impress anybody. They are not elected or voted for by anybody. But the truth of the matter is that in support of the present administration or the present democratic experiment, the police have demonstrated that they too will not want to be left behind. Look at, for example, this program, this CrimeFighters program. I mean, when I see policemen dressed in police uniform, reading news, so much in a sophisticated way, doing all sorts of things, the image of the police is being repackaged. And, the police itself is being recouped. They may still be short in terms of personnel and men and all that, while they are gradually addressing that, because they cannot be in a hurry to do that, so that they don't go and put on miscreants and rogues in the police force in the name of having a well-manned police force. So I think that is a technical area that they have to really look at. But then, for now, I have every belief that the police force of Nigeria today, look at what Michael Kiro did in Lagos. Look at the book he published. Wonderful book, with a lot of tips, sophisticated tips, just for a token, for anybody to read, and get his own security awareness and awakening within his own house or his own organization. These are the kind of police force we intend. Sophisticated, intellectual, and I think I'm very happy with the police force of today.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Of recent, we decided to reach the general public through the CrimeFighters program, and we observed that this has paid a lot of dividends. We are most grateful to the general public, and we want them to continue to pass information to us. You kindly trust in us, and we will not fail the nation. Thank you.
CrimeFighters, the police and you.